It's probably a good idea that they are rebooting the Ghostbusters franchise because Bill Murray, he's looking a little bit old. What's up, guys? Welcome to Think About It Reviews, and we are reviewing Saint Vincent, and this is the directorial debut of Theodore Melfi. It's starring Bill Murray, Melissa McCarthy, Chris O'Dowd, and I gotta say, I really had low expectations for this film. It just didn't seem interesting. Well, no, it didn't seem very interesting. I mean, we've seen this story told differently throughout the years. I just and Bill Murray, I'm gonna say it because I got the balls to say it. Basically, I don't like him as a person, actor. He's good. I mean, he's memorable films all over the place. Groundhog Day, Ghostbusters. I love this cameo in Zombieland. But overall, as a person, I think he is somewhat of a jerk, and so this is a perfect movie for him, right? I was getting a little Gran Torino, Bad Santa vibes in this film. This is not a spoiler video. This is not a spoiler, so everybody could watch this film. I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you're gonna go see it because I think this film is you're gonna figure out it's the same beats as most stories you've seen like this. It's nothing new, no twists and turns. It's very much just a character kind of story. You're supposed to feel bad for Bill Murray's character. So basically what this is really about is a drunk, a low life befriending a kid, and then this kid pretty much changes his ways a little bit, so to speak. He basically has to babysit his new neighbor's kid because, well, she's always working. That's pretty much the premise of it all, and then they have this bonding journey together. At first, in the beginning, maybe 20 minutes, the beginning 20 minutes, 15 minutes, I was bored. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a movie where, okay, the jokes are not hitting. It's not, I see where they're going. It's like a Bad Santa type deal where, this guy's a jerk. He's really, really non-likable. I'm a little bit worried here. But as the film progressed and we actually got to the part where these two are building a relationship throughout the film, I really enjoyed it because these two, I mean, he pretty much, it's like a grandpa you had who's just he's in your face. He tells it like it is, but you still love your grandpa because he does have those moments of heart. So this film was basically, I didn't like Bill Murray's character, but I kind of felt sorry for him, and that's the pretty much what you need to bring me along in this type film. So basically, the directorial debut, did he do a good job directing wise? He did a good job. I think there was one scene where I was like kind of puzzled, and there was like a close up shot of the priest, the school teacher, and he's played by, I believe, Chris O'Dowd. And Chris O'Dowd, the acting in here is great. It's solid. Bill Murray was a little shaky in the beginning because it takes a while to say, damn, Bill Murray is getting up there in age, but he did a solid job throughout the film. Especially at this one moment during the film where it changes kind of like his overall who he is as a person towards the end, or just like basically how he lives, and he did a great job handling that. Also, Naomi Watts was great. She played the lady of the night, so to speak, and she was really good in this role, even though I'm pretty sure my buddy Nikolai, who is Russian, would say that's a fake accent. But I thought she did a good job. I thought all the characters, interacting together, they overall did a good job. Melissa McCarthy, you know what? You see her as being stupid and just, the same character you saw in Bridesmaid and every other film that she's been in, like The Heat, Identity Theft, and the recent, oh my God, Tammy. But this was a great change of pace because she's played it serious. She played it, like a real, you really believed her. She wasn't goofy. She wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. She was straight faced, and she did a good job. It's great to see Melissa McCarthy actually acting, actually trying to pull these emotions that she's going through, because she's a single mother who's getting divorced, and she basically has to carry the world on her shoulders, and she's always working. So that's part of the conflict in this film as well, because it's a mother son, like she's not really there but she is type of situation. Bill Murray, this film overall, it looked good. Like I said, it was slow at some parts. I think it was slow in the very beginning, picked up when we got to meet the kid, and Bill Murray's character was pretty much there interacting, Vincent. And then it kind of slowed down towards a little bit. So the structure-wise was a little bit wonky. But overall, I still enjoyed this film. I thought it was a well-directed, well-lit, well-acted movie. Now, is it very noteworthy? Should you go out there and just go watch this right away? No, it's like a one-time deal. And when I mean one-time deal, it's like those movies where you just see it one time, and then you're good. You don't want to, you don't need to see it again. This film, you see it and then that's it. You're not gonna probably watch it again. And you know what? This film is not going to cater to a lot of people, because they're going to probably be turned off at how slow it is in kind of the beginning, and how it kind of goes up. It gets its ups and downs, and you're just like, just kind of trying to. You're sitting back, and it just, there's some areas where it just kind of should have picked up a little bit more than it didn't. But Bill Murray, like I said, he was solid in this film, even though I don't really like him as a person, even though I don't know the guy, but, he just comes off as a jerk. And a lot of the stuff about him and Harold, the guy who, his buddy from Ghostbusters, I mean, that whole situation, yeah, it's really rough. I won't get into that, but, he was great in this film. And even the little kid was actually not too bad as well. He was actually... He's pretty solid. I mean, for being a little kid, he did his part. He did a good job. There's some funny scenes, some like not laugh out loud funny, just chuckling funny. The comedy in this was really hit and miss. Sometimes it worked, and sometimes it just failed miserably. I knew they were trying to get that laugh out of you, but it was just too dark. Sometimes this film could be a little bit too dark. So the tone too was kind of a little bit, it's trying to be in your face, kind of raunchy, but then it trying to gives you that light moments when sometimes it just didn't work. But overall, the film was solid once it hits the relationship with Bill Murray and the kid. Once it gets to that point, I was enjoying the ride. I enjoyed these characters, Bill Murray's character, somewhat, because he was so unlikable, but you liked him because this kid liked him and he saw something good in Vincent. So overall, this movie do I recommend it? After seeing Ouija Board, OJ, whatever you want to call it, I got to recommend this movie too over that movie any day. But I'd say John Wick is the best out of the three this weekend. But this movie was solid. It was fine. It was fine. Like I said, it's not for everybody, not for most people, because I don't think they'll just be sitting there and they'll be kind of, fatigued after some point. You kind of wanted to wrap up. At the end credit scene, yeah, I kind of just wanted to leave. But other than that, it was fine. It was a good movie. It's a one-time deal, like I said. I do recommend you watch this, but if you don't want to go see it in the theater, I recommend it. Just wait for it on DVD. It's not a bad film. It's not an awful film. It's actually really enjoyable. You really will care about the characters, and a little bit of Vincent, Bill Murray's character. And overall, it was an enjoyable movie. It was very enjoyable. I'm glad I did get to see it, even though I was looking not forward to it. But very enjoyable. So Dan the Man recommends this film. Now I got two recommendations if you do not want to see this movie in the theater. One, go see Gran Torino. It's somewhat like the same premise. But it's definitely a different tone film, different overall just pretty much tone and structure of how it's written. It's with Clint Eastwood. Gran Torino is that's one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies, and I'm very sad that I didn't get any Oscar recognition. But a lot of people enjoyed that film. It's really straight drama. It's not a raunchy comedy or anything like that. So I recommend you watch Gran Torino. It's been out. You'll be able to get it wherever DVDs are sold. But if you do look for a good time and you want to watch something that's comedy, Ghostbusters. Bill Murray, Ghostbusters. I believe it's like 20 years, celebrating 20 years of Ghostbusters, something like that. I know there's an anniversary of Ghostbusters. That's why we're hearing a lot of Ghostbusters and a lot of reboot news. But I recommend Ghostbusters. The original Ghostbusters is a fun flick. It's a classic. Everybody knows what Ghostbusters is. I love the movie and I love the cartoon series. So go check that one out. Those are my two recommendations if you do not want to see St. Vincent, but I do recommend St. Vincent. It's an enjoyable movie. It's not, but if you're looking to pass on it, I don't blame you because it's not for everybody. Other than that, that's my review on St. Vincent. Enjoyable, good acting, overall good direction, everything's solid, just a little lackluster at some times, but very enjoyable. So thank you guys for listening. If you like this video, push the like button, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts. This is why I make these videos. So please let me know what you thought of this movie if you've seen it, or let me know what your overall impressions of this movie, because I know a lot of people kind of like, what's St. Vincent? I didn't see the trailer for that. I think you've seen the trailer. Doesn't stick into your mind. And also, I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe. I make these videos every day. I'm always constantly putting out videos. I'll be watching every movie that's hitting that theater from now on. Of course, the big movies and the smaller movies. So I'm still looking for that Birdman. Hopefully it comes to my city so I can watch it and review it. So like I said, thank you guys. And what can I say? When you're sitting down there and you're thinking about whether to watch it or not, it's up to you, buddy. So grab a tick. Grab a seat. Hopefully, like I did, enjoyable popcorn to eat. I'll see you at the cinema. Later, guys.